Hi, fellow traders. Well, I should have listened to my video from last night this morning because everything that I talked about yesterday and I just didn't do today. I completely messed up. I turned around and I started today with an unsharpened axe. And instead of me stopping when I realized it and doing what I needed to do to sharpen it, I kept trying to hit stuff. And I turned my day into what you see here, a freaking train wreck. That's what my trading looked like today. A freaking train wreck. So this was a clear case of me not following my own teachings, my own advice. And it happens sometimes. We all know, we all get discombobulated, and we all have like things and rules that we try to follow that we just act like we don't even remember what we're supposed to be doing, and we just do stupid stuff. And every now and then that happens. That happened to me today. And that's why everything turned into a train wreck. I tried to give back everything that I made yesterday. Is what it boiled down to. So let's take a look at it real quick, and I'll explain it as we go. So ROKU, right off the bat, I chased ROKU a little bit. I missed the opening range, but here's the opening range high right here. So the buy should have been right here around 140. I could have taken profit up here. I could have taken some off the table when we hit the pre-market high. Could have taken some off here. And then, probably would have gotten stopped out on this and then reloaded back over 142.10. That's my MO. That's what I do. But I started this a little bit late, and I turned around and ended up getting stopped out. And honestly, even if I had given it the volatility that it needed, I probably would have still been stopped out. But the problem with all of this is that I realized that this was not the best of entries, and I just took it off. I got frustrated, and I was like, nah, I need to reset. And I knew this, but I didn't. Instead of staying focused and getting back in this trade, which this would have been a very lucrative trade. And you've seen me do this hundreds of times, where the first trade is a loss, and I turn around and catch the next move, and we make money. We end the day green. And that's all I had to do today. That's all I had to do, because this ran all the way up to almost 146 from here. So it would have at least been 3.5 points that I picked up on this, which would have been beautiful. But what did I do? I went and I ran and tried to knock off this one. Okay. Here's another one. Here's the first 5-minute candle here. So here's a 5-minute opening range low. We broke back through the pre-market low. I know this candle ran through it, but then I waited. This candle opened, and we started selling. So I got in here. And in the middle of this candle, it just kind of ripped up. As soon as I got in, the thing turned around and ripped up on me. Look at the volatility on this candle. Look at the volatility on this candle. This was a really, really tough day to try to get these trades. And so another big volatility candle, and I even made another mistake, because I accidentally added when I was trying to take this off. I accidentally added, and then I had to turn around and buy the cover because this thing was still ripping. So I didn't even have time to really think. And so, bam, That was another loss. Now, I still had time to get my head screwed on straight, refocus, and get back in Roku. I still had time to do that. But no, I started looking at my damn reversal scanner, and I see Facebook. And so I'm looking at this, and I'm like, man, this looks weak right here. You know, we had the big bounce, but it rejected the 9. Look at the big wicks going up. As soon as we establish, you know, we break the low here, we got a really nice window down to this level. And even if it fails, you know, it'd be a decent trade. But no, as soon as I got in this trade, and you guys in chat, you saw this happen, and I know you guys couldn't believe what was happening to me today. Every time I got in a trade, as soon as I got in, it's like I bottom ticked this candle, and it just ripped straight up on me. And I tried to be strong and hold it, and hold it, and hold it. But I had a, 197.05. I tried to put my stop outside of the normal volatility. And damn if it didn't go up and hit it. To the penny. It went up and hit my stop to the penny and took me out. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And it sold off. Let's see, how far did it get down? It got down to 195.86. No, wait a minute. That was not the right one. No, it didn't. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about another stock. But, you know, it ripped up on me, and this one never really came back. Never really came back. So it did come back a little bit, but it never did break this low. It got down to like 195.80 something, which was just below my entry, but it never did, sell off. But this was the kind of day I had. It's like everything I touched just went to crap. And it all, and I never would have been in any of these trades. I never would have been caught in this cycle if I had just done what I normally do every day. If I had just waited, shook that first trade off, gone back, sharpened my blade, sharpened that axe, and went back and nailed this damn thing. And I would have been right on point. But should have gone back and listened to my video again. As a matter of fact, I did watch it at lunch and said, damn, I should have listened to myself. That's the reason why I make these. That's the reason why I started making these videos, so that when I had issues, I could go back and play the video and teach myself a lesson. And it just worked a lot quicker than normal this time. So, but that's it. That's my day. And what I don't want to show you is, this is how much I gave back from yesterday. $968. There's no way in hell I should ever be down that much. No way. I know this COUP, this was the mistake where instead of me taking it off, I accidentally added. Now I stuck to my stops. So I'm good there. 250 to 300 is my max loss on each stock. But this one, there's no way it should have been almost $500, but I accidentally added to a losing position that immediately was going in the wrong direction. So it practically, in a split second, doubled my loss. And that just ruined my whole day. Now, I probably could have made some of this back and may have been down $300. You know, there were a couple of trades that I could have taken, but, you know, after this, you got to stop. You know, I had to stop and say, okay, we just come back tomorrow. There was just nothing else I can do. But that's that. You guys, you know, I still have the rest of this week. You know, I've got Wednesday, Thursday, a half a day Friday. I've got the Friday morning to kind of finish the week strong. So I'm not red on the week. I didn't give it all back, but I did give back like 2/3 of what I made yesterday. So I may end the week at what I made Monday. That's the way I may end the week with that. And I could have just not traded the rest of the week and still end it that way. But time to hit that reset button and get everything squared away for tomorrow. So that's going to do it for me today, short and sweet. And I'll be back at this thing first thing in the morning. All right, members, you will be getting your password tonight. That's the only way you're going to be able to get in the chat room starting tomorrow. You guys that are expiring this month, you're still going to have to log into Novia. I'm still streaming in there. But like I said, I can't pay $250 for you to come in for a couple days to a week. It's just not economically feasible. So I'm having to stream both places. But everybody else, you should be getting your password. And we're going to be going from there. All right, guys. So have a great night, a great evening, and I will catch you tomorrow.